have fun in this morning briefing show. Thanks to all of you. They are spending your precious lifetime with me this week because we had a lot of things to do. And I guess yesterday we experienced a turnaround and the account about the adjustment of our trading, not style, the trade management. And yeah, I'm really happy that we are back a little bit on track and we can, yeah, I would say we can start with this day. It's the rest of our life and we can become happy together and we become successful together by sticking to the rules and make a closer trade management. So before we start, just a quick hint to our YouTube channel of Admirals. We stream the Zoom session there live. So you will find a button in the right corner. You can subscribe this channel and yeah, all that stuff you need to know. Vladimir, wonderful, good morning. Olaf, good morning. Barry, Don, good morning on YouTube as well. So feel free to ask and to leave your comment on YouTube and here in the show too in Zoom. So I will give you the answer as soon as possible and as much as I can. So let's switch to the screen. And let me fix the chat so I can see Darsha, wonderful, good morning. David, good morning from Australia. Greetings to Australia. Nice to see you here. Dalios, good morning. Marie-Louise, good morning. I hope you're doing good. And let's see our participants. So I know. Right. Okay. David, you are new. I will hope you will find fun here with us and maybe a good idea if you watch the latest YouTube videos on this for this morning briefing show. And Katie, I'm not sure if you know the whole link of the series. Maybe you can share the link to on Zoom and YouTube for the whole list of this trading on YouTube, you know, the channel of the morning briefing show. Then maybe David can find the rest of the videos to learn a little bit what we are doing here, you know, sticking to rules and all that stuff. So guys, what do we expect this week for upcoming events? Lynn, good morning. Nice to see you. I guess your name, it's a kind Lin Chuan Yen. It's a kind of Asia. And Gertz, good morning too. So the upcoming events, yeah, to be honest, it's not really so important this week. We expect a kind of economy data today. China is already over manufacturing this Canadian dollar this afternoon and the wholesale trade Canadian dollar. So the most important, it's not listed here. Maybe we miss it here a little bit. So, Katie, by the way, maybe you can make a note for the developers because we missed the rate decision of New Zealand this week. It should be placed there on maybe Wednesday, Tuesday to Wednesday. So we expect the Royal Bank of New Zealand rate decision this week, and it's from Tuesday to Wednesday morning, 4 o'clock German time, by the way. So this is the most important thing. So be a little bit careful about the how should I say? Yeah, the numbers and about New Zealand dollar. Yeah. Yeah, I find it fascinating and bewildering how the Dow keeps climbing. You know, there's just only one reason, Darshan, you know, you have more volume on the buyer side than on the seller side. And it's a kind, in my opinion, it's just the end of the big bull market. And it's always the same. We experienced this in the last decades of trading. At the moment, especially, yes, last week I wrote in a newspaper, we have in Germany, in the last months, 2 million new shareholders, just only in Germany. And this is, by the way, this is a big, big sign that we are at the end of a bull market. This can last for a couple of months. So, but by the way, it's when everybody's talking about shares and the big newspapers talking about now to invest in shares and ETFs and something else, then it's a warning signal. It's a really, really big warning sign that we are at the end of a bull market. Maybe this can extend this situation for a couple of months, maybe for the rest of the year, but we should be careful about our own trading. So, and therefore it's important to stick to rules, because interpreting the market is not our job. Our job is to read what's happening in the chart, to stick to the rules. That's the most important thing. And that's the only thing what we can do in trading. So let me invite you to our interesting webinars this week. What will the second half of 2021 offer traders? Paul, my continuous partners from Manchester or Liverpool, I'm not sure, I think Manchester. He's talking about this topic. And on Friday, we will have another lovely webinar, Managing Risk During Intraday Trading. It's on Friday. Yeah, Friday this week. Okay, so, and if you want to have more information, what we expect this week, by the way, then you will find more here on this admiralmarkets.com analytics site. So on the lower side, you will find what topics for today, what is a trend channel, what is a trend line. So all that stuff you will find here and more information. Okay, then let's jump to our trades, and we start with the view at the Dax Live Trading, in 10 minutes. So first of all, a big overview. We are back on track to the point of control. In 10 minutes, it's placed 15,777. And the main uptrend is broken already. So for the moment, we have a new downtrend. We had in between a secondary uptrend this morning, but this is not happening anymore, which means we can delete this, because for the moment we have still a valid downtrend. So be careful, there is actually no trend continuation right now. So just wait, still on the sideline. There is no longer short, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the fifth trend arm. And the rules said just maximum fourth trend arm, not fifth, not sixth, not seven, nothing more, just 4. Yeah, and just wait for the next signal, maybe a new uptrend or whatever. Stay on the sideline, we will have our chance. We don't must trade, or we must not trade. We may trade if the rules are there. Let's go to the hourly charts, and we had lovely, great trades. And here I want to show you the benefit, how to cut losses if the trades are not working for us. So in oil, look what happened. In oil, we made trend last week. So that's the trend. Move, correction, move, correction, move, correction, still valid. Move, and still in the correction, by the way. So you see, that was the first shot based on the rules. Then we had a trade, and you see how important it is to stick to trail the stop loss. We had a profit, and here you see again we had another signal, balance candles. We had to do it again, and you see how important it is in this current situation where I am in a drawdown phase to cut the loss literally strictly. No discussion. We were in, when balance candle occurs, I can read the chart. It's not interpreting. A balance candle means no more volume on my side, which means cut the loss and find another entry. So now the main trend is still facing upwards. Point of control is there. And we have a secondary trend right now with move, correction. Yeah, that's not, but here we are on the move. So maybe a new correction could lead to a new downtrend. However, let's wait. It's still on my watch list. But you see, this one profit, it's equals the 2 losses. And so we have a 0 gain. It's better than having a loss. So let's go to Dow Jones. And in Dow Jones, we are still in an uptrend, guys. Still in an uptrend. So why is it? I can show you. And you can figure it out if you draw it properly. Movement, correction, move, correction, move, correction. You see, it's always the same. Here we go. Big move and extended correction, then move, correction, move, correction, move. So you see, no trend break actually. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No one could expect that. No one can interpret this. Therefore, it's so important to stick to rules, make partial profits or make re-entry, but at the end, let it run. And you see, it's always the same procedure. A trend can always run longer than we can imagine in our deepest dreams. Yeah. Therefore, it's important to let it run. And you see, the money management is a big part of the possibility or the ability to let winners run. If you are engaged into your trades with too much money, you always, how should I say, sweating in your hands, and you're always nervous about your money. So cut it and let the winners run. So the situation on the right side means for us, there is nothing to do because the trend is still facing upwards and we don't have a short trend right now. And therefore, stick to the side, stay on the sideline because there is nothing to do. We had 2 wonderful trades in Euro US dollar last week. And look at this one. It's awesome. Really, really awesome. And now we are back on track, I would say. So that's the trend. So, and we stick to the rules last week. Movement, correction. You see, here we go. So that was the first shot. We cut the loss. That was another shot. We cut the loss. And then the big winners is there. You see, therefore, it's important. Never miss the signal. And here's that's the proof, you know, what I'm talking about all the time about your law of probability, because it's really annoying and you cannot become successful if you don't obey to the law of probability, because law of probability means never miss a signal. And if you miss too many signals, you cannot and you will never become successful on a long run. That's a duty. That's a law. It's not an option. So, and if you are in a wrong time frame, then you miss too many signals. And it's the hourly chart. It's if you miss too many signals in the hourly chart, reduce the markets you're watching or go to a higher time frame. That's the point. That's the law. As a private traders, you cannot influence the market. You have to work with probabilities. And probabilities means law of probability. That's the law, guys. So it's because it's literally annoying. And it in the past, it made me really angry about that because I couldn't understand the law of probability until my mentors taught me this. You see, we had 2 losses. And I know, first of all, if you have too much money in it, then you are really angry and you lose too much money. And then you are, from the emotional point of view, then you are not able to make the 3rd entry. You see, because you lost too much money with the first trades. And then you are not able to make a third entry. Look what happened. The third entry was the big mover. So, and you are not in, and that's not allowed. That's not the law of probability. Think it through, guys. That's important. It's a kind of protection. Only with your if you obey to the law of probability, this is your only chance to become successful on a long run. There is no other ways. All the other stuff is just based on coincidence. And this is not how you can become successful on the long run. Of course not. So what we have to do, we had a great winner. Point of control is still above, which means we are waiting for the next correction, at least 38%, rule number 3, by price or close, however. And then let's do it again. 1, 2, it's the third correction on, we have to do it. Or in our, if we count it properly, it's the second one. It's a duty to make it again. So just keep in your watch list, euro, US dollar. And the other one was awesome, really awesome. It was gold. We made the same trade and we got stopped out this morning. You see, really awesome. So we had this trend, move, correction. Then we had this move, correction. There was the balance candle. We jumped in and we got out here. Great, right? That's really, really cool. So, and as I said, if you are in the move or in the profit, trail your stop loss, trail it and take the money and everything is fine. So 1, 2, 3, it's like Euro USD, bit different, but we are still on track to the point of control. So maybe we are circling around this price right now because you see the point of control and this volume zone is almost equally. So it's absolutely possible that we stay or that we remain at this price, but the price is not part of the rules. It's just kind of orientation, which means we are within the red zone. We are fair valued with this price. So be careful. And if the rules say, yes, next balance candle, let's do it again, then trail a stop loss really closely to the current price. What I have noticed with the Dow is that it pulls back to key areas of congestion, prior support or Fib 86 and then runs again. Yeah, be careful. It's just your perception. It's just only your perception. And don't forget, you are among of millions of traders around the world. And in the order book, there is no support to find. And there is no Fibonacci to find. Just stick to your rules. Don't judge or interpret the market. It's just your perception. Be careful with that. Okay. And this is just, you notice right now, no one cares about your perception. No one, of course not. So the only point or the only chance to survive in trading is stick to the rules. That's the only chance, not interpreting, not judging. Think about it. Now we have millions of traders around the world and every single part of it, and a single human being, you know, the pen, it's just your perception. So, and your perception, no one cares, especially not the order book, just only numbers in the order book. Okay, so just be careful about that. So let's go to the 4-hourly charts. And here we go. We are on track 2. And Katie, if you want, we can open my question for today, guys, because I prepared something for you, because I want to know today from you. My question is, what's your private goals this week so far? I prepared 3 answers. Stick to rules under all circumstances, or working on my own progress mentally, or accept the fact that I cannot become rich with my account size. So what's your private goal for this week? And I will ask you on Friday if you reach this goal. Okay. So what's your goal this week so far? Stick to rules under all circumstances, or working on my own progress mentally, or accept the fact that I cannot become rich with my account size? So while you can take your time to answer it, we will go through our charts and new trading ideas for this week, guys. Okay, and we have this answer the question on YouTube as well. So let's start with New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. So be careful. That's our trade. Look, we stick to the rules. Move, correction, move. Yeah, here we go. And you see, that was the first shot. And as I said, if the price is not running and you can see with the balance candle, cut the loss. And you see, it was a good idea. But then on the other side, don't miss the next entry. There was the entry. We did it. And now the price is going up. And here you see in this current candle, there occurs a new balance candle too, which means, okay, because you see where we hit, what we hit, exactly point of control. I love it. So which means, okay, a balance candle after a move means no more volume for us. It's not interpreting, it's just reading a balance candle. This is the big advantage of Heikinashi. Just trend continuation, trend is strong, balance candle, trend is not longer strong. In this time frame, in this period, the volume turns from buying to sellers. So trail the stop. That's fine. And if this candle will be finished at 11, then I trail my stop close to the low of this balance candle and I accept the result. Yeah. And if the price is going up more, then fine. If not, I got out with a profit and I'm looking for a new entry. So, but no losses because price is in profit, no losses. Okay. So next one is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, here we go. Price is working really fine for us. Okay, something happened. Just wait. I got a signal anywhere. Okay, let's see. So this is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. And as you know, we are expecting that we reach the point of control. We have a lot of space to go. And today the price reached the red zone again. So the trend is still valid. Everything is fine. So just let it go. There is nothing to do for the moment. Then US dollar, Canadian dollar. And that's a fight in US dollar, Canadian dollar. A big fight here. But actually, but you see, that's a big mover here. We had this lovely trade here, big winner. So, and therefore a new trend occurs, but actually there is no trend continuation for the moment, not really. So we're just waiting that the trend will continue. So you see, we made a first shot by a trend continuation, it fails. We cut the loss. So here's the second one. It's a duty because the balance candles were there, which means again, and now price is working for us. So, and here is the same procedure, guys. If you will see a balance candle, trail the stop closely, immediately, no guessing, no hoping, just acting, reading what you can see there. Yeah, we want to push our account up. So we have just only, that's the only option we have to adjusting the trade management because we have the rules. The rules are not to change. That's the law of probability. But on trade management, we can intervene, we can act, and we can read it. Yeah. So on my watch list for this week is Australian dollar, US dollar. And by the way, if you want to follow for the rest of the day, we have a live trading room. It's here on Twitch, twitch.tv/DowHowTrader, very soon we will switch to Trader's Yard. It's a better one, but for the moment, here we go. So if you can follow me there on this Twitch room, live trading room, by the way. So Euro, Australian dollar, US dollar, you see, I always used to say, cut the loss. So what happens here? And it's still on my watch list, because move, correction, move, and correction. So it's the first possible trend arm. And again, we are circling around the point of low. You see, point of low. So that was the first shot. It was a small winner. That was the second shot. It was a very small loser, which means zero. No losses, no profit, just zero. And that's fine. So, but the trend is still valid. And if there will occur the next balance candle, let's do it again. Therefore, Australian US dollar still on the watch list, please. So then on my watch list is Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. And here we go. We had a small loss, and but here we go. There is the trend. That's the trend. Move, correction, move, and here in a correction, and a bigger one. And the bigger one is the more important one. Look, move, correction, and move. And now we are in a correction. So just waiting for a balance candle to go up. I know point of control is on the lower side, but point of control is not a part of the rules. It's just a kind of orientation that we work very closely and carefully with our stop loss if there will occur a balance candle. So please make a note, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Next one is euro. Euro, no. Not euro, that's not this one. Euro, Swiss franc, here we go. Euro, Swiss franc, here it's in trade. We are circling around the point of control, but let's move, correction, big move, and correction. Wait for the balance candle, and then let's go up. Put in your watch list, Euro, Swiss franc, please, for today. Next one is, oh, Euro, British pound. It's really important because we are waiting. Oh, here we go. That's important. So you see, move, correction, move, correction. So we had two balance candles there. So it's a bit of a speculation that we see a trend continuation. So therefore, let's make an entry at the point 2 to speculate on a trade, on a breakout. Yeah. So with a small stop loss, which means entry at the point 2, stop loss there, it means 70, around 20 pips. 20 pips. Make the entry. Here we go. Okay, not here. So at the point 2. So trading plan, make a note, please. If we see a breakout with trend continuation candles, trail the stop loss bar by bar. If there occur a balance candle at the point 2, yeah, then we see, okay, there is no breakout. Then trail the stop and get out immediately. Then we wait for the next chance. Yeah, this is Euro British pound. It's the first possible trend arm. Therefore, we have a high probability for trend continuation. By the way, the point of control is quite far away on the upper side. So then Euro New Zealand dollar. But be careful, you know, we expect the rate decision of euro of New Zealand dollar this week. And therefore, it's still a downtrend here. And that's the downtrend. So move, correction, move, no trend condition there, move, correction, move. So just wait. 2 balance candles, then we can speculate on a trend continuation on the lower side. Also, be careful. It could be working in the other side with this one. Move, correction, move. If we see this, then we have to trade the long trend. So, but be careful because we expect a rate decision just on the watch list, Euro, New Zealand dollar. So, and last one is British pound, Australian dollar. Pound, Australian dollar. In Foley chart. That's stupid because I missed that. You see, it cannot work. So I missed the re-entry. You see, we had an entry there and I cut the loss. And there were balance candle last week on Friday. Stupid guy. I missed it. You see, and now the price is going up to the 0.2. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's really stupid. So don't jump in anymore. Don't jump in, but learn it from my mistake. Never miss the re-entry. So, because I'm quite sure that we will reach the 0.2. And then that's the target, you know, reaching 0.2 is the target, or trend continuation is the final target. And you see, even the point of control is quite far away on the lower side. It's not a part of the rules. You see, never miss the re-entry. That was my mistake. So we had a clear answer from that point. What's your goal this week? Stick to the rules under all circumstances, working on my own progress mentally, and accept the fact that I cannot become rich with my accounts. There's answer 45 number 1, 40% number 2, and on YouTube as well. Thanks a lot. So which means just how can you stick to rules under all circumstances? You know, I made my thought about that question this morning. It depends from answer number 3. Accept the fact that you cannot become rich with a small account. And a small account is every amount less than $100,000 and higher. Yeah, then you cannot become rich in a small or in a quick way. Yeah. So the earlier you accept this fact, the earlier you are able to cut the money management on a stage where you are completely independent from emotional feelings, of course, any kind of feelings. And then you can stick to the rules under all circumstances. But if you are engaged with too much money in your trades, you are always under pressure, yeah, to not sticking to rules, to trail the stop loss too close or too far away, all that stuff. So, and that's the point. When working on your own progress is the summary of these 3 answers. Because sticking to rules, accepting that you cannot become rich with a small account is a part of your own progress. So focus on that, what you want to reach this week. Don't make, yes, you have final targets, by the way, but this is just an advice from my side, step by step. Think just today. Okay, say today I want to stick to the rules under all circumstances. And if you can make it this day, this evening, then celebrate it. Yeah, reward yourself with a beer, with having whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. And then tomorrow is another day. And so you will see you can jump from one day to one day to one day. Yeah. And this is how you can handle this. And on Friday, I will ask you if you reached your own goal this week. So thank you very much for listening. I hope we will have a great day. Maybe we'll see each other in the Twitch room, or latest tomorrow. Katie, thanks for your support. Have a nice day. Have courage and be kind. You know, all the time, be kind to everybody around you. And always, may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.